always say it. We say
Okay.
daddy
Oh,
or
yeah,
daddy.
you're
We
right.
say
Okay.
that. Like we always
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Oh,
Hit it.
wow.
Okay. Hit it.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, you in the crossfire.
Yes, I'm like, damn.
What is it? Politicking or what?
Playing. Why are you
Okay.
mad? You don't like
Okay.
it? Do you wanna change
Okay. Okay.
it? Do you want to
Boop,
change
boop,
it?
boop. No, politicking or playing. Okay. You ready? Hit it.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Hey. Welcome to another episode of Mouth So Reckless.
Mouth so reckless.
Mouth so reckless.
Ask the one you love, basic chick. And we
Boo,
got my
boo,
girl,
you
Kai. Kai in the building.
Did you just call her a basic chick?
That's
That's
my
her name.
You like you starting off beefing. You starting off beefing. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Y'all been going at it so.
I know.
Yeah, but hello.
Welcome to the show. So we're
Yes,
gonna talk
welcome.
about something different, a little different this time. I want something that's trending around the world. Politics. Politics or playing.
That's it.
Ah!
Politicking or you playing? What we doing?
Okay,
what we doing?
okay.
Okay. You know what? I like you. Did you feel the fade out so you can hear the voices and then come back in? Oh, okay. My bad. Go ahead, Ash. Go ahead.
So we're gonna do a little bit of everything. We're gonna talk about Kamala. We're gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about the local propositions. We're gonna talk about what's been trending as far as the crazy shit that's been going on. The different sayings that's been said. And we're gonna start off with.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Really?
You know what? She been acting up all day. My patience is so thin right now.
Why?
And now you gonna talk about getting fined? This ain't no dues.
I'm just here so I don't get
We ain't part of no social club.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh wow.
This is for
Acting like this
entertainment
on
purposes only.
on our show.
This is for entertainment purposes only. We are not here to judge or sway anybody's voting on any proposition, president, or anything like that. This is just our opinions, okay? And again, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Proceed.
All right, let's start off with let's ask the question. What does it look like if Kamala becomes president?
You asking me?
I am.
Well-
Because we're going to start off with you, and then I'll
Okay.
piggyback, and then she'll piggyback.
Well,
or if
okay.
you want me to start, I can start, however you want.
Okay, no, my answer is going to be brief. Because, for me, for what it looks like for me, peace, a positive move forward. I feel like the country will relax a little bit more. All the problems are not going to be solved if she becomes president, but I know one big part of the problem is division. And if she becomes president, I feel like that is definitely going to digress, So for me, it's positive. I would say that.
Okay.
And
Well, for me, I see, like, the economy changing. I see, like, she's trying to get the rent to go down, the groceries, the
inflation.
don't look at my broken nail. I said don't look at my broken nail.
Girl, I'm processing what y'all saying. Ain't nobody.
The groceries,
Yeah.
the gas, the healthcare, giving people their rights, stopping what Trump is trying to do as far as with the abortions. I see, like you say, more peace, more bringing the economy and the America back together. What do you see, Samika?
I don't see any progression with either one of them, to be honest. I think Kamala has been vice president for all this time, and the only people who, to me, in my opinion, have really benefited, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to see benefits, but I don't think we saw any. I think it was more illegal immigrants that saw more benefits than anything, making sure that they're restored, making sure they have health care and extended rights to include the LGBTQIA plus community. I think they saw a lot of benefits. from both of them in office, which not that they shouldn't have, but I feel
I
like
was
we
gonna say,
should
what's
saw some
wrong with
too.
them receiving
There's
benefits
nothing
as
wrong
well?
with it. That's like white people say that all the time. Like, what's wrong with it? Nobody's saying there's nothing wrong with y'all having rights, but can we get some
Wait,
too?
hold on. What do you mean,
I feel
y'all?
like we
What do you mean,
always-
y'all? Because I'm not y'all. I'm not part of any people that you just named. I'm not part of the LGBT.
When you say what's wrong with it though, I
Yeah.
said that's a white response. So like it's just like when
A
things are
white
going against.
response?
Let me tell you why. Because when things are going against black people, white people always say, "Well, what's wrong with it? Why we get right? Why we shouldn't we shouldn't get jobs? We shouldn't do this." No, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that there's something wrong with it. Everybody deserves the rights. Everybody deserves support. Everybody deserves assistance. But why are we never included in receiving that assistance? What directly did the Biden and Kamala campaign do to impact people of African American descent? They always want to say minorities. Ooh, shots fired. They always want to say minorities. They always want to say people of color. But okay, that's great. But it doesn't apply to us. We're never in that group of people of color. What did they do to positively impact people of African American descent?
You mean directly?
Exactly.
I mean, but I hear what you're saying on that.
As far as reparations and stuff, yeah. I see that.
I mean, that discussion has came about, and then also you need to remind yourself that she is the vice president. She is not the president. His focus has been on a few things Joe Biden has done for the black people, for the black community. I understand when sometimes people just can't see the trickle down, because in actuality your life is I guess decent, you know what I mean? I mean, when you say something direct, like we have Head Start programs. Now, we live where you live in this Pacific County. There's not a lot of Head Start programs that start at preschool, but LA County does. So your but you also live in a Republican city. So, I mean, you got to look at yourself, because you have to make sure you're voting in every election and not just the one every 4 years if you want to be able to.
What you're
Hold
talking
on,
about
let me finish.
is what I agree with. That's
Yeah.
local government. I'm talking about presidency. I'm talking about federal. I'm talking
That's
about the
what they
impact.
do.
Local government is separate. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that too today.
No, but so the federal, for the local government, what the federal funding comes from the top, and then the local government has to allocate it correctly.
Yeah, the
towards
state.
it. Right.
Mhm.
So sometimes, like for example, I'm not sure which state that is, that football player took all the welfare money. Well, that was federal funded money, and it went to that county, but they allocated it the way they wanted to. Does that make sense? That's one of the reasons why our governor now is going around to each county that received homeless funding, federal funding, and demanding that they fix the homeless problem. I'm not sure if it's, he's not, he can't, his term is completed, but I see that he is trying to address it, because at the end of the day, it's within your county.
Yeah. So I agree with that. I definitely agree 1,000% that all the weight is definitely, I've always said that all the weight is definitely not in the presidency, because your state and local governments are going to supersede. They're the ones that control where you live. So that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the presidency.
She's talking about for just the black
Just right
community.
now, just the presidency, because they all talk this good game, but then when they get in office, and don't get me wrong, I don't fool with Trump either. You know what I'm saying?
Really,
So let me be
I don't
clear.
think none of us
I don't
do.
fool with either one of them, but I'm just saying, when you look at the history and you look at the things that they've done, even let's take Kamala vice presidency out of it. Let's talk about her as a district attorney. Let's talk about the stop and frisk. Let's talk about, if when you run her numbers, how many people of color got harsher sentences than the white people that committed the same crimes when she sat in that seat. So when I'm very sensitive when it comes to our men. So when you have somebody that's like that and they're about to be the president of the United States, is she just talking a good game? Like, who's really getting the benefits of it? You can say, I'm gonna lower the price of groceries, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But when those benefits come in and those cuts come in, where are they gonna be applied at? Is it gonna be
It's gonna be applied at the higher, for the people that have the money.
And you guys trust her to do that? You believe her?
Well, see, the thing is that everybody is based off of what she did as a prosecutor, but we can't worry about that. That's in the past. we gotta worry about what she's doing now. Like,
But her
she was
record
being,
as a
but the thing
prosecutor
is,
wasn't
she was
bad.
a prosecutor. She
Yeah.
wasn't the vice president. She was a prosecutor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't agree with some of the things that she did as far as a prosecutor. Like, yeah, she did a lot of fucked up shit up there and up north. But we have to worry about what she's gonna do. Who is the better of the two? Who's gonna do more? Like out of Trump or out of Kamala, we gotta pick one of the two.
Yeah,
So out of the two, we're gonna have to pick.
have to
We have to
the
pick
worst
who's the
of
better.
two.
And like we said,
I mean, I'm sorry, the best of two evils. You
Correct.
definitely got to pick the best of two evils.
Okay.
And
let me
then
be
as
devil's
far
advocate.
as
But
like
my
the money,
point
where they're
is-
gonna take it, the money is gonna be. They're focused on the middle class.
I'm gonna tell you this:
They're
the only
focused on
person
on
Kamala
the
and
poor.
Biden don't help. Kamala and Biden want to make people solely dependent on welfare. They love people on welfare. They love people being dependent, and they love people holding them
That's
down
not
in like a
true.
fishbowl. I'm just basing it off of what I've seen.
I know, but see,
because for me being an entrepreneur, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm gonna keep saying this because I don't know at what point people gonna tune in. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm just saying, like with them, I don't support. I won't say Biden. I'm gonna take him out of it because Kamala's gonna be running her
Biden
own.
is out
She's
of
gonna
it,
be
yeah.
a president. You know, she's gonna be running her own.
It's
But
now
I'm just
Kamala
basing it off
and
of where she
Ross.
is now as a vice president, where she was as a district attorney, as a prosecutor, where she was at those times, and what she did. It didn't do anything for us, and she didn't even.
But if she puts in the policies that she's talking about now, don't you think that's gonna make us?
I just don't trust her.
If she puts those policies into place.
I just don't trust her. I just don't trust her.
So you think that everything that she's saying is just all bullshit?
I think a lot of what she's saying is bullshit because I think that she's been in politics to know that the promises that she's making are going to be almost impossible to enforce, and the things that she's promising to overturn are going to be almost impossible to overturn. So yeah, I think she is blowing a lot of hot air, but that's what politicians do. I just think that's
okay.
my
I just want to say this, okay, because you guys are talking. So you said she did a lot of fucked up stuff as a senator. No, as attorney general. As attorney general.
She was a
Up
prosecutor,
there
wasn't
first,
she?
yes.
Yeah.
And then she
She
got
went up.
elected. So she got elected by her constituents to become attorney
Of
general.
course you do. You put
Hold
more
on.
men of
Wait,
color in
wait,
jail for
wait.
harsher
Let me-
sentences.
This is the thing. Wait, you got to be able to. You have to make sure you're getting the correct what you're talking about. Y'all said stop and frisk. So that was something that was voted, just like we just vote on Tuesday. That was something that was on the ballot and it was voted in. So as her job is was to abide by the legislator that the constituents chose. So however, her policy when she was in office as a prosecutor and a general attorney, as a prosecutor, yes, she was prosecuting people based off the that stop and frisk law, based off the weed, but she wasn't giving jail time to these men. She was not giving. It's a myth that she put 1,500 black men in jail for marijuana. No, she put 45. You can look it up, please.
No, I'm not.
I'm just saying that. Please look it up
I don't
because
disagree with
I
you.
get
But
tired of
45
people.
is still 45.
It's still, but what I'm saying for a county as big as her belief was, people shouldn't be going to jail for a little bit of weed. It was so much corruption, like going over in the prosecutor's office, that they found out the DNA handler that was doing all the cases up there was purposely messing up the faulty DNA results. Okay, and these black men was being prosecuted. You know what she did when she found out? She let everybody out. She didn't go and be like, you know what, we're gonna commute it, but you're gonna have to stay in jail while we retry you. No, she let everybody out. That was it. And prosecuted that lady that sick woman. And for some reason, no one is understanding that. 45 is not a lot of men that end up going to jail for some form of marijuana. We don't even know the individual
You're right,
cases.
Especially because of county.
Correct, right. She don't believe in that. She does not believe in that. And then when you say you don't trust her, but you saying, oh, she hasn't did this. I haven't heard you say one specific policy that you want her to focus on, or that she's failed to, like one thing that you feel like that has directly affected you, that you wanted them. I mean, nobody is perfect, but I want to hear exactly what it is that you don't trust her about.
Well, when she talks about how she's going to automatically I'm lowering grocery prices, I'm lowering gas prices, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're saying that, but how are you going to do it?
So
So it's like with her, even when she does her debates, and basically she definitely did a better debate than Trump.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
But it just seems real redundant. It seems really repetitive. And then when you talk about the plans, nobody is really discussing how they're going to do it.
She said it. She says it. So with, like, for example, Donald Trump gave tax cuts to all these corporations. It was supposed to
including mine.
It was supposed to trickle down. So most of the money went to the top people in the office. They laid off at least 30,000 workers of each corporation. The corporations that received the tax cuts, they had layoffs at that. Then they went off-sourced the jobs.
Right.
Okay. So his tax cut, clearly, if you look it up, it did not help you.
It benefited my taxes individually,
right,
as a 1099, as a contractor, as an entrepreneur. It did benefit me and my taxes. They reflect that.
Right, but
definitely did that.
I get it. And with inflation, yes, there's she probably may keep he didn't put no repercussions on them, like you had to do this for this tax cut. You need to do this. That's how you get inflation down, because the government can't come and tell a company how much they can charge. They could add tariffs. Remember, tariffs is gonna hit you, all of us, in the pockets. I mean, Donald Trump, like, I'm raising 100%. People in there screaming like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to pay 100% more on some 99-cent earrings in the
they
beauty
just don't
supply
know better.
store."
They don't know
You know what I'm
better.
saying?
But Trump's policies ain't good either.
Yeah,
They both
but
she want to get in for the price gouging and
she's
stuff like
getting
that
them for
too.
all of
Yeah.
this. It's going to be
The price
laws put
gouging.
in place, and especially if the Democrats hold the House and the Senate, we can see stuff. It has not been like that in a long time. Like I remember Clinton. He held when he was in office. We usually controlled both. He either had both of them, or the next year he probably didn't. But they was working across the pond with each other. Donald Trump has stopped all of that. He's divided everything. It's so ignorant. It's ratchet. It's like, I'm embarrassed.
It's ratchet.
I'm so embarrassed. I really do. I'm ready. Like, I mean, like, I don't even want nobody to know I'm from. I be like, ooh, Lord, yeah, that flag thing. Yeah, I can't be raising that right now. Like, no.
You said the what?
The flag. I don't even want the American flag.
Oh. I mean,
I don't want to.
That flag is a whole different.
I mean,
story.
I'm just
We
saying.
they should have got rid of that
The one
flag.
thing
It's
I do
embarrassing
agree with
right
Trump
now.
is if it's true what he's trying to do with Kennedy as far as the health.
Kennedy.
Girl, yeah, he's trying to team up with Kennedy Jr.
Are you crazy?
But listen. This is the only thing I'm talking about is the health as far as the food, because they're talking about start putting all the pesticides.
Oh,
and as far as
Yeah.
the FDA and the USDA, as far as what they're approving and how they growing our food.
But
and
with
stuff.
everything,
So that's the only thing that I can say that I agree with as far as the Trump.
that's who I don't trust. I cannot
Hell no,
trust
you
them
can't trust
to do
him as far as you
anything.
can throw him.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Why?
but-
He say everything he gonna do.
No, he don't, because he don't even he
Trump,
don't even
he
back
says
the Prop
everything he
25.
gonna do, even if it's not
He
good.
said all that
Even
stuff
if it's
is
not good.
I
And
can't
now
do
I'm
that.
gonna tell you
But
this.
he
You
don't
can
though, but
trust
now he's
Trump.
backing up.
You can trust. Let's be real. Okay.
No, he's backing
Let's
up.
be
He said
real.
he ain't never heard of it.
Okay,
He only
right.
did and never read it. That's what he
Okay.
said.
Let's be real.
He lies all the time. He got caught in
He
33
don't-
lies at the
let-
I ain't
debate.
taking no backseat.
Great.
Okay?
Let's be
So that's a
real
lie.
on Trump though. Trump is honest, and as far as he does say some bullshit, but he means it. He say what he mean, and he mean what he say, even if it don't make no sense whatsoever.
Sometimes.
And once he does backpedal if he realized he said something that didn't make sense or he didn't really understand. He will say it. He's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't understand that."
Donald Trump.
Or he be
So
saying
he
some
didn't
crazy
understand
stuff, ass
that.
backwards
So he
stuff.
didn't understand that comedian at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, what he said about
What he said about the Puerto Ricans and the
Probably
black
not.
people.
You know,
he
and
didn't
the water
understand
down.
that.
Trump is slow
Right.
as hell.
And then
But
he
he
came and
still
said,
hasn't apologized for
and
that
then he
yet.
came and said that was the best rally ever.
We know Trump. We know, why would he apologize? Like, he is a classist. He's a little bit of racist. Why would he apologize for what? That's who he is.
No.
My thing is
Well,
like this.
yeah, I get
I don't
that.
like who Trump is,
His
but
character's
that's
horrible.
really who he is, though. Like,
Yeah.
can you be mad? Like, I say things that people don't agree with. I don't care. I'm not gonna apologize because you don't agree with it. If that's who I am and that's what I believe, I'm gonna say
stand
it.
on it.
And that's what Trump is. He stands on it.
No, he don't
The only
stand on it.
reason,
He don't.
one of the main reasons I won't vote for Trump is because I don't like the policing. I don't like the way the policing is when he's in office. I don't like all of the hate crimes that increase. I don't like that part of it. I'm not trying to go back 12 years a slave because he want to be classist and feel like he could give police a pass and give the good old boys a pass and everything else. I don't believe in that at all. And that's at the top. That's more important to me than anything. I do trust Kamala to not do that, to not create policies and enforce rules and speak freely as if she supports policing, over policing and police brutality and everything like that. That's one thing I will say. I can feel like that's not going to happen, and that's pretty much the only reason I'm even voting, because you have to look at whoever is going to be better in a worse situation.
Right.
They both bad.
That's the thing
For me, they both bad.
I don't think
I know you don't think
nowhere
Kamala's
there.
bad.
I mean, she
but-
hasn't really did nothing but win in every election and been voted in every office that she's ever and
I'll say this
jumped
much.
into.
Kamala has done a lot of shit. If she's done it as a strategy to position herself to get in the presidency, to get in that campaign, because she is a woman of color, regardless of whether she wanted to admit it or whatever over the years. She did what she had to do over the years to get in a position to become a president. She did what she had to do to get there. So if she did what she had to do and play the good old boys game to get where she had to get to so that she can impact change, then I'm for it. Then I'm for it. If that's what she's doing.
I think she.
But is that what you're doing?
But I mean, like, what if she was just being herself? What if she was just being herself? I looked at her old pictures. Did you see her hair? That's a black woman's hairstyle. That's a black woman hairstyle.
The way she talks is black people.
Yes, she went to an HBCU.
I was about to say that. She graduated from an
HBCU.
Yes.
She went to HBCU, but you don't have to be black to go to HBCU.
But that means you
but it
represent
ain't
black culture.
But back then,
exactly.
But back then, she chose to go to an HBCU way back then when they really wasn't even all that popular. And no, you would not be right trying to go to an HBCU back then.
Her being black has nothing to do with her playing the game to get to where she
I don't think so. I feel like no, she seemed.
You have to play a game. I'm sorry. She would not have. They would have shut her ass down.
I mean,
straight out of college if she didn't play some kind of game to get to where she's going. That's just the reality. She's a woman, and she is of color, and she is black. Because whether people want to admit it or not, we are not just of color. Black people, they give us a whole other additional category to make it even harder. So she had to play some sort of game. So if she did play the game in some of the choices that she made and some of the decisions she made to get to the presidency, then I respect it. Because you gotta do what you gotta do to get to a position and impact change and be impactful.
Yeah. And the policies that she's saying that she wants to put into place, I back it. I like it.
I mean, I don't not like it. I just don't. I just don't believe it.
To me, at the end of the day, I have to look. Even if I didn't like her or something, I understand how people, are undecided on her and might not trust her, or I have to look at what's up at stake when it comes to democracy. And the main one for me, because I have 2 daughters, and that abortion ban is ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous.
The abortion ban is very dangerous, and people are losing their life.
And it's not even. It's right. It's like in the way they stage it as it's called an abortion ban. But what about the women? But they don't. It should be something else.
There's nothing to regulate it. The issue I have is, to me, that shouldn't even be. That shouldn't even be something that politicians are talking about. To me, it's a waste of time. You're really wasting your time talking about abortions with everything else going to war. It's a waste of time because you can't regulate it. Whether you allow abortions or you don't allow abortions.
States. He already stopped it.
That's not. I didn't say you can't stop it. I said you can't regulate it. What I mean by that is, if I can't say, okay, no abortions allowed unless you're raped, because then there's going to be a lot of women lying about being raped.
I see what you're saying.
And you can't say, now the only thing you can kind of regulate is if somebody has a medical condition to where the fetus is not even going to be viable, like stillbirth or something like that.
Like
or
common sense.
The mom
to
is.
If you get a pregnancy in your tubes,
like the government.
If it was something that was preaching responsibility, I'd be for it. Because it is a lot of people that are very careless just because they can. That's exactly what.
Not using it as a form.
But there's no way to prevent people from using it as a form of birth control. And I'm a firm believer that anything that anybody does that only impacts them is between them and God. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, you don't have that option to tell me what to do.
Yeah, that's burnt out, because there are a lot of people who are victims of rape, molestation. They got medical conditions. They might have even been trying to have a baby and something happened in the testing where they can't. Yeah, Yeah, in vitro's deep. Yeah,
That's
deep.
not right.
I just don't feel like it's no. I feel like I don't even want to talk about this on the podcast because I just feel like that's just dumb.
Well, that's part of what's going on, though.
Yeah,
that's
but
part of what's going on.
But that's one of the main reasons
part of
why
what,
a lot of women and
people
men
are focused on the
voting.
wrong things.
But that's
if you're voting based off of that policy,
that's part of it, though.
then
That's
you're
a
dumb.
big, that's a
then
big
you're
thing.
ignorant.
Then it's like you
and I hope you get lost on your way
How
to
is that
home.
dumb?
No, that's
That's
not
not
No,
right.
if you're voting
That's
for
not
Trump
dumb.
just because he's
sound
gonna
dumb.
ban, no, the fuck I don't.
No, how you?
If
Gonna,
you're,
you basically just said I'm done because I said my main reason is when I was talking, my main reason that bothers me is the reproductive, the Roe v. Wade being overturned because I have two daughters.
No, that's not what
And
I said. That's not what I was saying.
You just said if you're voting, but you just
I'm
said
specifically talking about
you
Trump,
just
and I said if you're voting for Trump
you just said,
merely to vote for him to ban abortions, that's dumb.
But
That
you
is.
had just said, if you're voting just based off of the reproductive thing because you don't want to talk about it, then you're dumb.
Not reproductive.
I don't think anybody is dumb.
I'm talking about Trump right now, and I'm saying if you're going to the poll to vote for Trump merely because he's going to ban abortion, that's dumb.
No,
that is dumb.
That's not.
So she's saying that the Republicans go and vote or whoever.
Yeah, you don't vote to ban
to
abortion. Now, if you're voting against it, that's a different thing. But I feel like that shouldn't even be. He's just ignorant for even having that.
Well, it's a lot of
his
people
campaign.
that's out here just voting just for that. Believe it or not.
No, it is.
It's a lot of women that never
and that's
voted
why people have to vote
at all. And they out here because it's they got kids. If my kids get pregnant with a tubal, in their tubes, they dying.
But
I feel like you're not understanding. What I said was you're not hearing what I said. What I said was if you are going to the polls to vote for Trump specifically just because he plans on banning abortions, then you're dumb. That's dumb.
All right.
That's what I said over and over and over again. And I mean it. That's my position.
But I still don't like
because that's between them and God. What people want to do with their body is between them and God.
They have nothing to do
and to place your whole campaign
or his campaign
on that,
nobody can tell me what I can do. As far as when it comes to that.
It's so many things that that's online, like that's on the line for real, like that. I mean, literally affects everybody. We don't even gotta go on Project 2025 but
he denies it. He says that he doesn't want to talk about it
because a lot of people too they only vote for presidency and then they don't look at the policies and they just check box and everything else because they don't understand it.
Like if everybody had a real opportunity, like if they made it into a movie, if they could have. I'm telling you, no one in this nation would vote for Donald Trump
he's
at all.
He's also trying to team up with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is saying that women shouldn't vote.
They don't even.
Elon Musk, that's the good old boy. That's right.
So it's all part.
That's what I was saying. Like nobody wants to vote for him because they're the good old boys. Yeah, that's the good old boys club. New World Order, Apple and Google combined. Elon, Amazon, everybody on everything. It's like they want to control everything. But Trump is a corporation. He's not a president. It's all corporation. Corporations.
What do you guys think about the transgender thing? Because that's part of the Prop 25 too. So what do you guys think about that? As far as them not being able to serve in the military?
That's stupid.
I think that's dumb.
I think that's.
I know you don't like the word dumb, but dumb and stupid to me are just about the same thing. They both statements are ignorant. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb too.
I don't think that's nobody's business. It really shouldn't even
matter.
Right.
So that's dumb too, right? So some things are dumb.
I think something. I think that's a mental illness to a certain extent.
To want to control what somebody does with their body.
Why do you even care? Like, what is it? That's
and so piggybacking off of that, because you had a big issue with Kamala with the whole statement that she had said back in 2016, 2019, as far as the transgenders.
Because she's talking about tax money.
As far as being in jail. But again, she was saying that was already into effect, and she was just backing it.
Yeah, but why would you back that?
Wait.
Because what she backed, the portion that she backed was just saying that if they already are receiving medication, that they need to continue to receive medication.
That's what she's backing.
I don't have a problem with if you're already on testosterone blockers or estrogen,
right?
Depending on which way you're going.
Again,
that's between you and God, or that's your business. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is people messing with my pockets to go and do things that don't have nothing to do with me. Like if they're the
Oh,
medicine
so
is needed
ba-
to
so
me.
basically-
If you're, I was talking about the
That's something that-
reassignment
yeah.
surgery, not the medicine.
No,
if you're already on
no, I don't agree with
medicine, when you
no
go off of
reassignment
medicine,
no,
when
surgery,
you
but
go
it
off
was
of medicine,
reaffirming.
so-
It's reaffirming.
when you
surgery.
go
Let
off
me
of
say this,
medicine,
let me
that
say
fucks
this.
up your body. You
No,
can't just
you
come
can't
off
go
no
back
for an
and forth.
medicine.
example, say somebody go to prison, because I think like when they're doing that process to get the whole
They in the process
thingamajiggy,
of, yes,
they might have started
and they have
and
to
then
continue.
they got to finish it. You know what I mean? So
You mean if they already had a part of the surgery?
Yes.
yeah, so they
And it's
right.
part of the
So
reaffirming
that's
surgery.
That's what the government.
It's
be
not
having
reassignment.
to-
It's
My
reaffirming.
problem with
so
that
it's-
is-
But wait a minute, let me finish. That's the thing. They don't be
Yeah.
explaining the full reasoning behind this. And then when people be like, "Oh, I don't want my tax dollars. I don't." What the fuck? You can't be like, "Hello, tax people.
Please
I
put my
wanna-"
money to this.
Yes,
this,
it's not
this,
gonna
and this.
happen. It's not gonna happen. Just take that. It's not there. It's not even on your check. You looked at it, but it was never on your. It was never coming to your check.
I think
You can't just. I would don't sweat the small shit. There's nothing you could do about that. I mean, people,
No.
That's
My
to
problem
this, that's
is-
hold on, that's all. That's the same thing when it goes to people saying the Ukraine we funded. That's called the defense fund. It's already there. And that fund is so huge. It's more money in that fund because they always are going to pay for defense. That's because America is savages. We like to invade countries. We gonna always have
Yeah,
that
we
money.
do too much.
Yeah,
But my
but
thing is not the
there's nothing
money
you can
part.
do
My
about
thing
that.
is about I have a problem with sex reassignment and then the transfer into that type of prison and jail. I think it's dangerous for a woman who has had the sex reassignment surgery to go to a men's prison, and a lot of the women who have had sex reassignment surgeries are not comfortable going into men's prisons.
Yeah, I don't.
And
get
I
that
think
either.
vice versa. I don't think
don't
that
they put them in a special unit though?
not all the time. That one guy, he was in public.
Yeah,
remember
he got
was
somebody
with the-
pregnant.
Yeah, he got two people
Yeah.
pregnant and
He got
everything
two
else. So
people
that's my thing. Like my
Not because-
problem
So
is
you
more
still gonna be
so.
with
My
general
problem is
population
more
at one
so.
point, you might be
You need
dorms.
to. It needs to be a whole separate facility. And I know that's asking a lot. But how can you because
Those
they
are
sue.
laws.
It's
that they have
hard.
to
So it's
create.
like, unfortunately, if you do choose to have sex reassignment surgery, you're stuck. If you're a woman that transitioned to a man, you're stuck going to a men's prison.
Yeah,
And if you're a man that transitioned to a woman, you're stuck going into a women's
but
prison.
don't stop their medication.
The disadvantage is crazy, though. I just don't feel like they should be going. A woman who transitions should go to a men's prison, and a man who transitions to a woman should go in a women's
It
prison.
should
I
be
just
your
don't.
assigned birth. Is what
I just
you would-
don't.
That's
Yeah,
what you
I just
do.
feel like, because you know me, I feel like there's no matter how much you transition, how much testosterone you take, it's already an unfair battle being undersized and dealing with different things in prisons. But the target that's placed on your back as a transgender, mainly by straight people who are actually closet gays that want to make an example out of you and be able to be gay at the same time, it's like a target. And I understand you did a crime and all that, but it's just not equal to me. It's just not fair. That's like putting a woman in a men's prison. What you think gonna happen to her?
Yeah, but I don't think she was even trying to do all that. It was just more or less just make sure that the immigrants and
Well,
the
they have to,
transgenders
though. That
are getting
comes
their
with it.
medication. Unless she said she's backing the law, which was already in place.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna abide by the law.
Right,
and
but
back
what
it.
I'm saying is if you let them go through with the whole entirety of the surgery, the reassignment surgery, you have to, because now technically by sexuality, they are a man now, or they are a woman now. So they have to go into those assigned facilities.
That's the thing. That's something that your legislators they would have to literally create a federal law, and then it would be different because you have states. There's no law there created really right now, and that's the problem. And you know, when you get somebody in office that's gonna address the actual issues, because we're moving forward. Things are different. There has to be new laws created because we have totally new situations. So when it comes to something like that, there's not an actual law where even the state it's a federal law, so the state has to do it. So these states right now, they pretty much doing what they want to do. If they're mad at you and they put you with the girls or the guys, maliciously, you just fucked up. So
they do that now with race.
Yeah.
They'll take a
Right.
black man and put him with the
race,
with
gangs,
the
gangs
skinheads.
too.
They'll
Gangs
put a
too.
gay with
yeah,
people
they've
that
been
they
doing
know,
that.
you know?
It's like this. It's no different.
Unfortunately,
than,
though, I can say this though. At the end of the day, though, if you are guilty and you go to prison, it's kind of like on you, too. I can say that too, because you committed a crime, you were
That's
found
hard. 'Cause
guilty,
people
you
be
go to
running
prison,
jail, they be
and-
innocent now.
and it's
so,
like, that's what I'm saying.
you know,
That's
but
why
they
it's
still
like
need-
so,
50-50. If you guilty and you did it and you end up in that situation, then you chose to lose your rights, right? But if you not guilty and you in there and you get convicted, then what? It's like,
sometimes you wrongfully convicted and you up
That's
in there.
what I'm
So
saying.
you know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm
so
saying.
yeah.
You gotta
but a lot of people are guilty though.
They are.
And it's kind of like a lot of people would say too, well, if I'm black as a man and I go in there and they put me with the skinheads, I ain't getting no special treatment, so why should they? So it's a lot of arguments you could take on that. But my thing was, I just feel like that was another thing that it shouldn't be no focus on sexual reassignment surgeries.
But that wasn't her
prisoners.
policy. That's the
It was-
thing.
that was
That wasn't her
I didn't call
policy.
it her
Yeah,
policy.
so I'm
Yeah.
just saying. So it wasn't even nothing against her. She was just backing what was already put in place.
Yeah, but you know,
I mean, whether you backing it or not, I mean, there's a lot of things
And
that
I
are
back
in
it too, because
place.
it's like, damn. how
There's
you
a lot of
just gonna
things
take
in
their
place
medication?
that just because they in place, I ain't gotta back them. I don't have to support things just because they're in place.
no, you gotta back what you believe in.
Yeah,
right?
so
You know?
so to make an excuse for her because it
No,
was
I'm
already
saying
in
she
place
backing
is
it, and
crazy.
I agree with her backing
I
it.
agree. I
agree
understand
with her
why
backing
she
it.
has to do it.
I'm
because
not saying
that's
reassignment
really
surgery.
yeah,
but
that's
I'm
the
saying
humane thing to
giving
do.
that
You
medication
can't-
that they already
you
know.
know, that's
Giving
even
I agree
immigrants-
with the medication.
Even the immigrants,
Yeah.
because they were saying the immigrants too. Give the immigrants their
That's
medication.
even
Nobody
more
deserves
cruel.
to suffer.
Yeah, no one. That's inhumane. Like
Right.
well, you have to do the humane thing. That's just. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
If people
but
are
I don't
on
know.
medicine, they shouldn't be
So-
denying medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it.
Right.
That's it on that topic. Like that's it. That's
Yeah.
So what is the props that y'all really back? Like as far as some of the propositions that were on the ballot, is there anything that you really were against, or anything that you really were for?
They had a lot of measures.
Because what was on there, it was like rent control. It was
Did you guys
marriage.
vote already?
I did.
I did.
I didn't turn my ballot in yet. I'm still no. I'm definitely voting.
Yeah.
We talked about this. I'm definitely voting. I'm just taking my time because there's so much underlining things stated in some of the propositions
gotta
and
really
some
do
of the
your research on
measurements.
them.
I'm still working my way through them, and that's just transparency. It's
I've been
a lot.
looking at them. They had a few.
It was like the drinking water, the wildfires. It
Yes,
was the,
there was
Because even rent control,
It was the rent control.
That one
looks
is
like
confusing.
it looks like
You
it's
have to do
good,
your
but it's
research.
not.
That
Yeah.
one is confusing, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
The
Because you damned
healthcare.
if you do or damned if you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
They
like
had
you
that
gotta
one.
really dig into
The
the
property taxes that they raising because somehow the firefighters aren't getting enough.
Her son is
funds.
a
Yeah, no,
firefighter.
the I don't know if you guys got the like the advertisement for it. Yeah, my like good like sister, my homegirl, she's a firefighter and she's actually did the advertisement for me. So she was actually speaking to me personally about it and why she's so passionate. But most people will look at it like, oh, if we vote for this, they're gonna raise up. It was
as far as the problem.
measure. I think
It was a measure, right?
E. I think
Okay.
it's measure E. So yeah, but she's a firefighter, but most people are not gonna probably vote for it because it mentioned they're gonna raise your property taxes, and that's how they will be able to fund the department where the funds is missing that they need. I didn't know they wasn't making that much money, but
they're not. People think they make a lot of money because it's in overtime, double time. It's the way that they schedule the shifts. But the base pays are not like everybody thinks. So they really are doing it because they're passionate about it. Not for the money.
That's why I know her personally. So I was like, dang, okay, girl, you on the cover and everything for real? She's serious, and she's not even a real talkative person. She works all the time. She's an active firefighter. Just was fighting the fires, and she's like, you should really like vote for it. And I'm like, okay. So then I looked it up. And she's serious. I mean,
And
I
that's
guess
the thing too
I
about
voted
poli-
for it
that's the thing
personally
too about
because
politics.
I voted for it because I knew someone. She's actually
and I knew
on the ballot. Her name is, you know what I mean. So that spoke to me, and it was like it was the right thing to do. They gonna find a way to raise your. They gonna find a way to raise your property taxes anyway.
And they focus so much on the presidents, they don't even tap into the stuff that really matters.
Yeah.
The measures, those local measures, those propositions.
Those
that's
judges,
what you really
the superior
judges
that you appoint. That's
you
all
that. You don't hear nothing
I'm
about
in LA County.
You in
so,
LA County,
yeah.
I'm in Riverside County,
This
And I'm in
election,
San Bernardino.
Yeah,
so we
got
could
the
all
counties,
change.
but I
Our,
sure
we
did
can
my
impact
research
3
on that.
counties.
I'm happy to say that this election for LA County, when it came to picking your Superior Court judges, all of them
They were all good.
They was all black.
Oh, see that? Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was like, what?
That's cool.
Yeah,
not
I said they was all
not
black.
on good
Yes.
old Riverside. You know
Endorsed
what I'm
by
saying?
the
No.
ones, and endorsed by some of them had endorsements, very good endorsements from Maxine to other. I don't really care for Karen Bass that much as the mayor, but she I she didn't. I thought she'd been better, but I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, all the judges that are going to be appointed this year in LA County is all black, and we really need that. They're progressive in the black community.
And it's already been a lot of black
Yes.
judges there too already
Yeah.
too, so that's cool.
Yeah.
What about the things that's been said as far as like you just had said about the Hill, what's his name, Hill something? He was at the rally the other
Which
day,
one?
the one that was talking about the Puerto Rican, the floating trash.
Oh, I don't
you
know his
and he
name.
said that's
His
his
comedian
buddy. It's
name.
Hill something. I can't remember what his name
For
is.
real?
It's Hill something. Yeah, if I'm not
A
mistaken.
black dude said that dude that was the
No,
comedian.
he's not black. He was white.
Oh, I don't know. I had never seen
You
that
didn't see that?
comedian before. I saw it. No, his performance, not the full, I didn't tune in, the clips of his performance and him
Yeah.
disrespecting.
And then what he said about
Puerto
the watermelon,
Ricans.
that's
Yes,
his buddy and stuff.
right.
So do you think that was like kind of messed up, or do you think it was just comedy? Because I mean, when we do comedy, people
Oh
say
no,
certain
that was
things like that. Do you
intentional.
think
There
it
was no
intentional?
punchline.
I'm just.
It wasn't no.
I don't
No,
know.
it was
I don't have to
terrible. I
watch
just
it
wasn't
because I
getting-
seen
Oh,
the
it's
clips.
terrible.
You know how they
It was
take the
terrible.
clips and
Yeah.
show you. Like I only seen the little clips. I didn't see the whole.
I saw the whole,
It
like
was
just
terrible.
his part. Just his
And then
part.
Trump said that was the best.
Yeah, he was
Really?
like it was love. Ain't he a
But he
fool?
meant it though. That's what I'm saying. Like he
He
don't
a
care.
fool,
He don't
like-
care whether it's
I don't know how
like.
you
He
can't
cracking
laugh
me
at that.
up.
He don't.
Sometimes,
He doesn't
though, he
care whether
does.
it's controversial
He
or
is
not.
funny.
He
I
gonna
will
say what he
give him
means
that. I will
and
give
mean what
him
he
that.
say.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, then we got the,
On
we got
another
the
note,
topics
though,
about the
do you guys
Haitians.
think that his do you guys think the assassination attempt was real, or do you think it was staged?
I think it was staged the first one.
The first one,
I
I
think it was
kind of
staged.
think it was, and they kind of talked the little boy.
Wait,
into
you talking
it.
about the one that
They don't even
where
say
he got
that.
his ear grazed?
Yeah.
Or the,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first
uh-huh.
one. That's
You guys think that it was staged?
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, it was
It's
just too
just- it's
much.
like,
It was just too much.
That
And
was-
then it was
How
just
did
like
y'all feel when he put his
it was
fist
just
up?
like exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, you're 70, how old is it? 77, 78.
I was
You
like,
almost
oh
getting shot.
my
You're gonna be like,
God.
get me the hell out of here.
If
You're not
Trump-
gonna be like, where's my shoes?
Yeah.
You're not gonna come
If
up
Trump
like.
was a show and it wasn't, if it
Girl,
wasn't real
yeah.
life and it was a
Oh
show,
my
he would be
God.
my favorite character.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
keep it
Yeah.
real.
The
Because
views
he
would
is
be in the middle.
when they was trying to take him out, and he was like,
Yeah, you would have been shaking.
he
scared.
mad.
Yeah.
You about
But
to pass
the
out.
funniest part was to me is that
It was the makeup on the Secret Service.
oh my god, it was just no, that wasn't the funniest part. The funniest part was the
Like
response.
like,
The
damn.
Secret Service response. They didn't know what
They didn't
the
know
hell
nothing.
they was doing. If somebody really wanted to
But
kill
somebody
him,
said
he
they had
was
already
dead.
saw. They said they saw
Yeah.
him on the roof already.
Well, no, that's how
Yeah.
they knew. But it was too
It
late.
was too
They
late.
responded
But
too
your
soon.
Secret Service
But
was
my
a big
thing
spot
is,
of
if
that.
they see him on the roof and
They
then
said he was talking about he wanted to get closer for the pictures.
no, but
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I thought that was the funniest thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
And the supporters was like, okay, yeah, that sounds right. You want to climb up there, buddy?
do you guys
Here.
think the world is ready to
Serious?
accept Kamala if she is elected?
You know, at
They
first,
don't have
I'm gonna
to.
be honest, I was scared at first too. You know,
No,
because of the
they
woman
do
being
though. Because I'm
emotional
talking
and
about
stuff,
as
you
far
know
as
what I
like
mean?
y'all know what Obama went through,
Yeah.
like as far as
It-
attempts
it
on
was-
his life and all
Yeah.
that. I'm
Right.
talking about like that aspect of it.
I think they are though. I think they are. I think most
It's
people,
time
even
for a
even the
woman.
Republicans are now
They
switching
need to
over.
try.
They're not switching over, but they'd rather have Kamala
I think
opposed
right
to
now
Trump.
it's not really. I think since Trump, it hasn't been party versus party. It's been more, candidate versus candidate because you got Republicans
Oh, it's party
voting
versus
for
party.
not with the presidency because a lot of Republicans are voting for Kamala. And
That's
they're
what I'm
going-
saying. It's
The
a lot of people
retired
they are switching.
Yeah.
they're
The retired
switching.
ones.
So it's like
But the ones
That's
that's active,
that's business.
they would
have
never, ever.
Yeah, that's because
they
they
were
put
in the
money
closet.
behind it.
They are in the closet.
Yeah, but
So-
I think their votes might be public. you know what I'm saying? Like where ours is, it'll say that we voted. You go, you know what I mean? It'll say that we voted, but it
it's
won't
not
tell
electoral.
you.
Like,
Yeah,
gotta,
it won't. But I think
yeah.
because they are in like the House and stuff, but the active House and Senate and you're
you're
Congress,
gonna know who they vote for.
Yeah, you're gonna know
sure.
who they vote for.
Well,
but,
that is different because when you're a part of that, you don't have a choice.
Right.
Like, you have to go with your party. It's just
Yeah.
like when it comes to
no,
endorsing.
you don't. You don't have to. Because Liz
But
Cheney
but
didn't.
respectfully,
Yeah, but
you
I mean,
should.
you
You
what happened to
supposed
him.
to.
You know what
Respectfully,
I'm saying?
you
Like,
should.
But
You
the,
don't have to,
but the
but
Republicans
respectfully.
aren't respectfully. So, like,
Right.
I wouldn't want nobody to know. I'd be like, I can't be out there with you. Like, I'd be like, we can't. We. You go over there. I'm gonna go in the other door.
we gonna text. We gonna text.
Right. I'm gonna meet you at the bar, and then look like we didn't come
We just
together.
gonna sit at the bar stools
Hell
next to
yeah,
each other.
you
We
can't
ain't about
act
to walk
like,
in together.
No, ma'am. I couldn't. And to me, I've always had like Republican friends. It's so weird now.
Why?
Oh my God! Like the for them to even yes, I'm voting for Trump. For what?
Right.
Like, I look
No,
at you.
I'm more.
It's-
If
I
I
feel
was
like-
committed
I
to
don't
a
know.
party, I'm more Republican than Democrat. I would
I
never vote
used to
for
call
Trump.
myself a Republican, boo boo.
Yeah,
I
really,
really
that's
did.
me. But I would
That's
never
what I
vote for
used to.
Trump.
But
And as a Republican, I voted for
But-
Obama too.
But it's
You know what
never
I'm
been
saying?
this
So-
bad. It's never been this
Oh,
bad.
yeah, it's never
where it's
been this
been
bad.
like Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell. Like I would never
Just
vote
like
for neither one of them.
1960.
Yeah.
But I would never vote for neither one of them. But if
Yeah.
I had to, if my friend,
When it comes down
Ashley
to
said it wouldn't be a big deal. It'd be like,
Right.
I'm like, all right, girl, let's go. We go.
It was a
we
different
still
time.
hanging. We
Different
still hanging.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, we still going outside. Okay, woo. But now, if she was like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with Trump," I'd be like, "Girl,
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
voting for Trump." Yes, girl. Woo, woo. I'd be like, "All right, for sure." I would
You
not
gonna
be
question
talking.
her whole-
Yeah, I'm gonna need some space. I'm gonna need some space.
I mean, I respect everybody. So if I don't know anybody.
No, I respect
don't know
it, but I'm
anybody
gonna need some
specifically
space.
that's
I know
voting
other
for
people
Trump.
that's different.
But I'm
for
not.
Trump.
I don't need space from that. I feel like
That's
whatever
different.
reasons you have for doing what you're
Yes,
doing
you
is
have
your
a right- and
business.
you have
Just
a right
like
to
whatever
have
reason
your
I have for
opinion.
doing what I'm doing is my
Right.
business.
That's just different.
I'm
We
not
could
gonna,
agree
I'm
to
not gonna be
disagree.
different. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna treat nobody different. I'm not gonna,
Mm-mm.
it's not gonna impact our love or our
Right.
friendship because we have different opinions on
Views.
different things. Because whether it's Trump or different, other things we're gonna have a
We
difference of
might vote on
opinion.
different props. Cause I know
Yeah,
I vote on some
even
shit that you
local
probably not
government,
vote on. Right.
Yeah, so it's like I don't. It's not that.
I don't
It's
know.
not that deep to me
It's-
unless
it's-
you now if you
with
can,
him,
if you like good
it
old
is
boys,
for
I'm
me.
about to go lynch. Okay, that's different.
That's
You know
but,
what I'm
but,
saying?
see,
But
but
it is,
that's what
though.
I'm saying. That's what he be
Kinda,
saying.
I mean,
to a
In a
certain
sense,
extent.
yeah.
But I can't-
Yeah.
It'd be like I said, it could be Mitch McConnell, it could have been any Pete Garvey and Adam. We'd be all right. But with him, I'm looking at you like, did you hear what he just said?
Right.
I mean, or how he lied and
Like
I mean,
the
I could
Haitians
take
eating the
away that
pets and
sexual
stuff.
assault.
You
I
said
could-
what about
The
that?
Haitians
I could,
eating the
yes,
pets.
eating the.
You
I could
hear
take
about
away
this
all
shit?
of that.
Yeah,
I can take
Ohio
away
town.
his convictions.
But they remember Vance came on and said it was a lie.
I can take away-
Yeah,
Let's be real though
conviction,
with that.
everything.
He shouldn't even be able to be on the ballot.
Right.
That's
That's
how
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
With the
when
felony,
people
right.
say we've come such a long way for equality. No, the fuck we haven't.
They can
Because
have all of
never
that,
would a felon be able to run for president except a old
Mm-hmm.
corporate white man. And
It's
that's
all
just the
right.
truth.
And it's the
Right.
way-
Ain't no
And
way.
then you got
We
people that
shouldn't
can't
even
get
be
no
having
job
this
or can't get
conversation.
no
And
apartment
it's
because they're
literally
a
the
felon.
way he
Right.
They
talks to
getting fired for
people.
their good ass
Right.
job
And,
because
and
they're
it's, but
felon,
it's
but you
literally
over here-
the way he talks to people too. To the reporters, oh, you always ask stupid questions. Like I said, you could take away the convictions, the bankruptcies, the character flaws he have. Him in general, having respect for anybody is just disgusting.
He's
I
equally
cannot do that.
disrespectful to everybody.
Equally,
You can't say
you
that.
don't even. You could be polite to
He is
him.
equally, no, seriously, he's equally disrespectful. You're not special. He gonna disrespect you.
Yeah, but no.
I'm
he targets,
saying.
and when he targets the black reporters, he is not. He goes in extra nasty. I feel like to the black women. When he was at the National Black Journalist.
I don't know
Whatever
what
it's
you
the-
got.
I think he's
I don't
sexist.
think I've seen
I think
it.
You
he's
didn't see
sexist.
that? Oh
Mhm.
my God,
I
he
didn't
was
see this
so
part.
He's definitely
disrespectful.
I didn't see
a
that.
classist.
Entire-
He's
So
definitely
enlighten
a
me. I didn't see.
sexist.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
I
I
wish
don't even know why.
it was
And that's how you
disgusting.
know you can't tell him what to do because nobody in their right mind would have Donald Trump, his campaign. They should not have him on anything. And that's
At
just
all.
the truth. Like
Yeah.
the fact that they
Yeah.
allow him to do certain
Well,
things, that's how you know he don't listen.
Yeah.
Nobody would say go do that. Nobody would say go say that. You are
Yeah.
so unpolished and so tacky. You just nobody would say that. And that's
He's so
just the
hood.
truth.
He's so hood. He's
And
so
it's crazy
gangster.
how
He is.
nobody
He's so
has
gangster.
No filter.
No one has just like
You really checked him.
checked them because
right.
if
You know
I know
why?
it couldn't
Right.
be me. They know who to do because I will say something.
You know why?
You're not
Because
gonna
the
do
people that even entertain Trump, to me, I think that they are have that mentality of, oh well, he wouldn't do that to me, and then they get shell shocked when he's his exact same self with you.
Right.
I think it's ridiculous to even put yourself in a position to want to interview somebody like him because you know he's not going to respect you.
I know.
You know he's
that's
not.
what I'm
So
saying.
why even put
That's the
yourself in a
challenge,
position
though.
to have?
I
You know what I mean?
but he got to be interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
He got to be exposed, and it's nobody.
It
that
don't
I
even
feel
matter
like-
though. It's like he gains more fans
Mhm.
by being exposed because that's the world we live in. With
He's
social
actually
media
losing
and
a lot of people
everything
right
else.
now, though. He's losing a lot of people now.
I just
It's
a
not-
lot of
he's not
people-
losing
a
as
lot
much
of
as
people
you
just
think,
like
though.
a lot of people
supporters.
think it's in to be negative. A lot of
It
people
is.
think it's
It's
in
very-
to be
it's very
like, oh,
in
that's
right
in.
now.
Like that's
They think
the
it's
That's
cute.
what gets the
They
most
think it's
attention.
cute.
yeah. They think it's cute, and
That's
it's
what
not.
gets the most attention because
Then
it's
it
funny.
does.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's funny. I laugh at Trump all day, but I'm not about to vote for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can't take
He
him
is funny.
serious.
Some of the
You
stuff he
can't
says
take him
is
serious.
funny. Some of the stuff
He
says.
can't handle any type of conflict. He can't solve problems. He can't do anything. He's not capable of that. He's a corporate man. He's a businessman, and that's where he
businessman
should
first.
be.
Yeah,
He needs to
that's what
stay
he's
in his
done.
lane. But unfortunately, the United
Open another
States.
season of
The United States is ran like a business, and that's the only reason
It
why
is a
he's
big
able to go as
corporation.
far as
America
he
is a
can
big
because
corporation.
the United States is a
Then
corporation.
that's why. That's the very reason the United States is run like a prison.
We need
I mean, a
tomorrow.
business.
Mhm.
That's the very reason why he needs to stay away from it because he got 6 bankruptcies. We don't need that. We don't need nothing of his CEO back. We don't want none of that. You've been bankruptcy. You've been bankrupt and you are liable for like over 500
he does
million.
on purpose. Then
Yeah.
he just
We
drops
don't need
that
him
and then opens up
You're
another.
right. United
the same
States is a
name as
business.
the corp- It is.
That he could
And
not.
that's the problem.
be
You got big
appropriated.
pharma
No.
putting the propositions on the ballot, putting the measures on the ballot. It's ran by corporations. That's why he feels like he's untouchable. That's why he says whatever he wants to say, do whatever he want to do because he knows he got big corporations backing him. He does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people say, oh, he's losing. He's not losing enough for all the electoral votes that he gets.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say he was losing. I said
I
he
mean,
was
to
No,
losing
you said he was
supporters.
losing
As
supporters.
I can say, I would say this time 4 years ago, it looked it was the same way. The polls looked the same as it was with Biden. It wasn't like Biden was
Right.
leading by.
I mean,
It was neck and neck, you know, and they said the same thing. But I feel the thing about the message of Trump, he's losing people. He already lost a lot of people from the insurrection. So he couldn't afford. He already lost once. He couldn't afford to lose nobody else.
Right.
So they want to make you think, oh, he's gaining more black men. No. I mean,
No.
I don't. And most
He's
of these black
definitely
men that
not
be on,
gaining.
and mind you, most of the black men that be on Instagram talk about they not vote for her, nigga. You know you got a felony.
They not
you
voting
can't
for
vote
nobody.
anyway.
Yeah,
You
they
know
not
what I'm
voting
saying?
for
So
nobody.
you need to knock it off. You know you can't vote, boo. Stop. You
Yeah,
shut
and the
up.
problem is,
You know?
the problem
No.
I have the most though is because y'all know I don't like either candidate, but I'm still gonna vote because I still know that when you don't vote, it could be a great impact for everybody that don't
right.
vote.
So it's important.
And the problem that we have in our community is we rather not vote, and that's the problem.
That's
I
the
vote
big
every
problem.
year.
You rather
Since I was
not
18.
vote, yeah, but when you look at the numbers, the
Yeah.
percentages of black
You
voters,
know, I
Even when you
always-
talk to people,
I've
I ain't
always-
voting.
yeah,
My
but-
vote ain't
but-
gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
You think that really count? You know,
yeah,
it's
and
just-
then
it's
Trump
the
get in office,
mentality.
and then they be the
Right,
first ones
yeah.
crying. Like
Right.
you didn't even try to
And
not
then
put
they,
him there.
and then the black people that do want to vote for him,
Mhm.
they only voting for him because they think that
Well,
he gave
and
us
that's
the
another
stimulus money.
problem.
can't
The ones
believe
that
that.
do
Right, so
vote,
they're-
the ones that do vote, usually not all. I think that the ones that do vote, I think they do vote for the right reasons, but a lot of them will just vote for Trump because they think he's gonna give them some more money. Or,
I can't believe. I don't know
You
how
know.
people have not like.
And-
it's stimulus, so you do know what
I think-
stimulus means, right?
but you guys have to
It's
know.
a stimulus check because we needed to fund the economy, we probably might not have another.
Well,
pandemic.
it definitely
It was to
prevented.
give it to you
It
to go back out and go
definitely
Yes.
spend in the economy.
That's
It prevented
that's
a
the
great
only reason why you gotta
prevented a
check.
Great Depression. That's what
Right.
it did. It prevented a Great Depression. It prevented us from going through that again because it
Yeah.
was about to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, I think that it's fair thing to say that a lot of people don't understand. And when people don't understand and don't know how to find the information, they have to go off of the ads and they have to go off of things, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. That's where they're getting their information from.
These people should know by now. You cannot believe everything that come across Twitter or
Especially with
Instagram.
social media.
Like,
you gotta do your
come
own
on
research.
now.
You gotta
But
pay
people don't know.
attention.
But the fact is people don't know how many people grew up in households with their parents and different people showing them how to vote or showing them what it means or showing them where to find information.
Right.
They don't know.
Right.
I
don't
did.
know.
I grew up
Yeah,
in
I
a
did
household.
too. But,
Yeah,
but like she
y'all
said,
did,
but
yeah.
how many? But she
That's
said like
exception.
I don't think
statistics
it's
though.
exception.
because I think it was more popular back then than it is now. Like,
You think so? I think
well,
it's more
no,
popular
no,
to
I
vote
think
now.
it got more
I think it's more
popular.
popular
I
to
think
vote
it's
now.
got no. I think it's got no for kids to get into it. Like back
I think
then,
now.
Because
yeah.
when I was little, we
I
would
think
have
it's-
little fake elections and everything, but they don't do that anymore.
No.
Oh, like in school and stuff.
Yeah, and another problem is I think that,
Yeah.
just like I said before on different topics, social media has totally destroyed and desensitized us, period. And it's saturated with
We got
lies.
so
It's
many
brainwashing
distractions.
too. It's
Yeah.
brainwashing.
So it's like-
It's a lot of distractions.
And it's focused on the wrong things, and it's like so
And they
people
put out
don't
the
really
wrong
know.
information.
Even when you do try to go do your own research, you really like people
You
will
have to
really
dig.
Google, and you still can't find the right
You
stuff.
have to dig,
Mhm.
really
You
dig.
still
And you have
can't-
to watch and
That's
pay
true.
attention. Though you gotta really watch and pay attention.
But
Watch.
but not really because you're watching and paying attention to the wrong stuff. You know
No,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking
You
about the
really don't
actual
know.
debates, the actual rallies, the actual, when they're talking about their politics and stuff, you have to watch
And
and
it's still
listen
hard.
to them.
It's still hard
not
because
opposed
if
to
you
just
can't
listening
catch
to
the
these
whole
Instagram reels that's going around. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but it's still hard because if you can't catch the whole thing, not altered, like there's so many AIs, people will take something
And that's
in
another
real
thing.
Oh my
time.
And that's
God,
another
that's
thing that's
really
a problem.
horrible.
Yeah,
That's
they'll take
another thing
something
that's a
in
big
real
problem is
time
this
and
AI.
screw it all up to where
Yeah.
they change the whole
That
topic.
is
whole
right.
subject,
AI is
everything.
And
People-
that's
and that's
another
part of
thing.
that's part of
That's something that
that's
they
under
brought
that
to the
Prop
floor.
25 too. That
That's
AI stuff
something
with that
they
with
brought
Elon
that to
Musk
the
out there.
floor like sometime this year where they was trying to Democrats was trying to pass a bill
I don't
for
like
them to
this.
regulate the
They,
AI.
yeah, they need to do
The
something. I don't
Republicans
like
voted against it. Like it
no,
makes
because
no
they
sense to
in
me.
cahoots together.
They voted
They
it
are
because it's
they're
a
in cahoots
corporation
No,
and
together.
AI
that's
is
what-
money.
yeah,
It's
I don't-
corporate.
To me, I don't feel like any politician should be able to accept money from corporations. Period. That's the dumbest
That's where they
shit.
get all their money.
Yeah,
They're
and they
never
try
gonna
to
stop that.
They have to stop that. No, it should really be a grassroots effort, and it should be donations from the public that you serve. You know what I
It's
mean?
never gonna happen.
The corporations. I mean, or at
It
least, or
shouldn't.
maybe they
I
need to
agree with
limit
you.
it.
I
Or
agree
maybe
with
they
you.
should limit it. I mean, I could see them giving 10,000, but they be giving in the millions.
Yeah, too
you know what I mean?
much.
To keep
But
you from
but let's
passing
say-
legislation for
but
gun
again
control.
though,
What I think another thing is stupid.
but
You
without
get-
those contributions,
wait a minute.
Kamala
Wait a
wouldn't have
minute.
been able to run.
We get tech. We get exactly. But I don't think that they would disagree that it should be a cap on how much. It is a cap, but the cap ain't.
The cap
it's
is
too
so
high.
high,
The
nobody,
cap is
you know.
still too high.
And then still, even
It's
when
too-
they reach the cap,
it's too
there's so many
influential.
sneaky ways to do it. They'll
Yeah.
still get the money anyway.
Well,
Right.
see, I know that's what
So
I'm
there's
saying.
that's
but-
something that
And like
I
you
don't think we'll ever be able to regulate.
Like you
because
about to
they
say,
don't
like you
want
said, how do you regulate that? How do you control
But
that?
that's what
It's
I'm
the
saying.
thing.
Like that's the problem. It's just messed up. Like it needs to be way more new laws when it comes to the contributions these politicians that are able to accept and have when they're making decisions, when they end up not even making decisions that their constituents ask them to in their district. They make them for themselves. You know, they shouldn't be able to trade none of that shit. Like, I don't understand that. It makes no sense. So, I mean, for example, we get new technology comes around. It should be, don't you think everybody should have a backup camera? It shouldn't just come on the Benzes and the BMWs.
Right.
It should be a law out there. It should be, that's what Congress, and
it comes on every new car though.
Now,
Not
right,
maybe
it does,
now,
it does.
maybe now, but before it didn't. I'm like, there's technology for your car to stop on its own. I mean, like completely.
Yeah, that's on
stop.
all the new cars too.
Not all the new cars have that though. Not all
I
of
don't
them
stop.
have it.
The new, if it's I want to say 2020 or newer is
No,
the
they
Hondas,
don't all have
everybody
it.
have them.
No, No, they don't have it. Not all
Well,
of
how
them
do
have
you go
it.
backwards anyway? You
But
can
what
only
I'm
move
no,
forward,
what I'm
right?
saying is my point. I didn't want to like go
Yeah,
deep into
yeah.
what I'm saying is
Yeah, keep
if
picking
there's
up this
new
stuff and looking
technology,
it
it
up.
should be available for everybody. It shouldn't be a fee.
You can't
we
make money
ran
like
to
that though. You know, it's greedy.
it's
corporate.
gotten
And
it's
that's
got
what
into
America is.
no, but this is like life saving stuff. Like
But
it shouldn't be
it's
like
for corporation insurances.
Yeah.
That's
It'll
what I'm
never
saying. I'm
happen.
gonna say that's just how
Because
health
if
insurance
they do
is.
that, if you think about what you're saying, all the poor people, they can't afford the luxuries like you said,
It
like
should
the
be
back
just
of
a
camera. It
standard. You know
should,
what I
but
mean?
it'll never be because they can't make money like that. They know that poor people don't have money. They can't get those things. That's the biggest insurance. Is the biggest fraud
I mean,
in America.
that's like
So
the
you
common
need
sense
accidents.
stuff.
You have to have car
That's like the
accidents. You
common
have to
sense
have
stuff.
all of that stuff. And the more safety you put in place and make available to everybody is going to reduce accidents. Is going to reduce everything. Just like now with insurances, they had a big thing with insurances to where you could get insurance for like $100, and then recently you for the same policy you got to pay like $500-$600.
That shit is ridiculous.
It's not
Cover
feasible. They're
California is
trying to
out of
price
control.
poor
Have you
people
seen
out.
Cover California? It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
trying to price.
ridiculous.
No,
They're
with
trying to
stuff
price
like
them
that,
out.
the government
It's
they step
ridiculous. You
in when
shouldn't
they
have
want
to
to
pay
step
They
like
in.
that.
could, but they
Because
won't.
I
Well,
guarantee
that's
you,
one of
in the
the
next,
policies
I
that-
guarantee you, in the next 2 or 3 years, it's gonna be something on that flow, making these insurance cover the people that need to be covered. You can't be backing out because of these fires and hurricanes. I mean, that's just gonna happen.
Well, they
Oh, you
have
mean like how State Farm
Yeah,
backed
they're
out?
gonna start doing because people done paid
All this
30
money
years
of their
and
policy,
ain't had-
and now they're not
and they
covered.
never even
Or
had
not
nothing.
offering
They're
it.
not
You're not
covered.
offering
They're
it
not
like
covering
that.
California for
It's
wildfire.
just-
State Farm
And that's
specific.
crazy because I remember when I was trying to get insurance for the boys for car. They talking about they got to be licensed for 3 years. My boys
Oh,
got their
really?
license at 16.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. I just
How
That
do you,
was
how do
State
you
Farm.
insure somebody?
When was
State
that was State
But State
Farm.
Farm,
What
you know,
was
State
it, like,
Farm is a
yeah,
lawsuit.
2
That's
years ago,
another
maybe?
topic. But
Yeah.
they
No,
don't
but I'm
have-
just saying
yeah.
that's corporations.
Yes.
Though. People don't understand. They think everything is an individual entity, and they're not. It's all ran by corporations. The mentality of the United States: we have to get the money from somewhere. So where are we going to get it from?
Right.
yeah.
Right.
That's the
Right.
mentality.
And that's the truth.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm just saying that might be the reason why.
But
we've
health
fallen
insurance
down
should
the
never
rabbit
be that
hole,
high for your
'cause,
health.
you
That
know,
should
ever.
never be that high.
The greed is just getting really greedy.
And then they got one of the propositions too, as far as the pharmacy with the discounts. Did you see that
Yeah,
one?
I saw that one where
I backed
it was
that one for
I
sure.
backed that one too
Yeah.
with Medi-Cal. That's funny because it didn't have no. I don't think that one had any non-supporters. Meaning it was
Right.
You know how if you read it,
If you
it'll
read
say,
it says who supported
yes,
and who endorsed. Yeah.
and they'll tell you that it didn't have nobody was upset with that, which is good. I mean, I
And
like
surprising
that. Some
because
decency.
they love to say something
That's-
about healthcare.
yeah.
Right. I wish
Yeah.
Kamala would do something with the food and agriculture too.
I think she's gonna have to. I really think that she's gonna have to. They're gonna have to create a real regulation on that. Like, we're not gonna do this. You do this and we'll do that, or you can't do this. They're gonna have to. You know.
Yeah, because it's out of control.
Yeah, it's out of control.
She gonna have problems. She gonna have more
She's gonna have
problems.
to work
than
really
Obama.
hard. I
No,
think
if we
she
get
gonna do good,
Hakeem
though.
Jeffries,
I think
like
she gonna do
if
good
we
if
get
she work
Hakeem
hard.
Jeffries as our speaker and we take the House, I'm telling you, they haven't been able to do nothing with Joe Biden in there because the Republicans run.
I'm
the
glad Joe Biden.
motherfucking
No,
I'm
House.
glad Joe
going-
Biden
I'm
has
even
said
going
They
in,
can't
but I'm
pass.
even going back to
Says over
Obama.
and
Even
over.
Obama,
I mean,
like as strong
I
as he
know.
was, and Obama was strong.
And he got
So
so
he
much,
had his
so
first
so
4
much
years-
slack.
His
and
first
fees,
4
and so
years,
much
he
people
got
dogged
lucky.
him.
Yeah.
He had
They
both.
dogged him.
He
He
had
did.
both of the houses.
But that second 4 years,
That second 4
he
years,
couldn't
Mitch
make
McConnell
nothing
was
move.
on
He
his
couldn't,
ass.
Nothing.
he couldn't
Everybody.
blow.
Yeah.
He couldn't
He
blow
was
a
on
piece
his
of
ass.
land and
Yeah.
make it move. Like
Yeah, he
Man.
couldn't even wear a tan
that's
suit.
what people don't understand. They be so worried about the presidency, they don't even pay attention to the House.
Right.
They don't even pay attention.
It was a trip. But yeah, so anyway, it's Kamala Harris 2024.
Whoa,
Dang.
whoa.
Yeah,
You got her shirt
yeah,
on.
all the
She
K's
ain't
right
playing.
here. What's
She ain't
up?
playing.
KK,
Okay.
KK.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
you really like Kamala, or is it?
I
about the
really
K?
like her.
Is it the K?
It,
Y'all about the same
Oh my
complexion.
God.
No, I don't even know now.
Ah,
We might have
no.
to revisit this because this might be I don't know.
Stupid.
Are they cousins? Let's
No,
talk
no,
about it.
No, I promise to God. That's why I was so honored that you ladies invited me to.
I know you love
yes.
politics.
I'm gonna tell you
I love
this.
politics.
I'm glad you
I
came
really-
because I didn't know that you love politics.
I
She
really
had
That's
do.
a
why
too.
it was
And
gonna
I
be
was
either
like,
her
yeah.
or my cousin Monique. Monique, you too
Yeah.
far, and it just happened so quick. No, so it was out of them too, because I know the two of them, they love
I
politics.
love politics, and
It's
really
but I
hard to
really
find
did
women
follow
to
her,
really
though.
talk
Well,
about.
she
I
in
really
it.
did follow her. Like when she was Attorney General of California, I really loved her. You know, I was like, damn, okay, this blow right there.
So you're not a bandwagon. You've been.
She
no,
been on
no.
this.
Before
She
she
been
even
what-
thought
You
about
been
going-
been. What they say you
No,
been been.
no.
Look, me
and
and
then-
God been friends
let me
over
tell-
10 years, and
yes.
they, since the
And
I
let me
go to
tell
her
you.
house, nigga, she got it on CNN.
Or
I
MSNBC.
mean, MSNBC, okay?
You know what?
Or
But
one
even
of them.
I know we gotta go and we almost wrapping
No,
up. But
but-
even CNN is not the same.
Oh, it's
I know.
terrible.
I'm like, I don't even
Girl,
watch it no
oh
more.
my God.
I can't even watch it.
No,
no more.
I
It's
don't.
horrible.
So let me say this. So when she was Attorney General, before she became Senator, when she became Senator, when I saw her eat them Supreme Court justices up for breakfast, I mean all three. I mean, I was like, oh my God. When she was on the Hill. Like she said, I'm not gonna be a representative. I'm going to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the first few black women. She's never lost a race. Just the
And that's
FYI.
something.
Yeah, she has.
never
That's
lost a
something
race.
right there in itself.
She got up in there, the not just the Supreme Justices, she was so eloquent. The way she expressed her words, how she was eating them sinners, just the witnesses up on cap, just like she was
Because she's very
asking questions
educated.
extremely.
Yeah, she is very
very
And she was
educated.
asking the questions as a prosecutor, just catching the people in lies. And well, you just said this, but you know, and they hated her for that. They hated her
They
for
should have
that.
known though. She
They
started
was-
off as
I'm
an
telling
attorney
you,
top
that
of
she
her
be
class.
doing
She
this,
gonna
she be
know.
talking, she be
She
doing
likes
like
to
this,
win.
like,
Like
yeah,
she likes
she
to
do her
win.
head
She
like,
gonna,
nigga,
and
what?
she's not gonna blow
Yeah.
her hair. She's not gonna make stuff
Yeah,
up.
that's
She's
why
gonna
I
do the
love
research.
Kamala. That's why I really like her, and I feel like she's just gonna be different. She can't say everything right now, but this is a woman. Just like I feel
I want
like
to say this though.
they need a woman coach in the NFL. Like try
But
it.
let me say that
You know
though.
what I'm saying?
I don't
Women,
think
we
though-
take care of everything.
But I don't
know how
want
y'all
to take.
think.
I don't want to take
Shit.
nothing away from her because I don't want to say she needs to get voted in because she's a woman. I
No.
don't want to say
No,
that.
No.
She's
because
super.
because
She worked her
she's-
way all the
she's
way up.
really-
She worked her way
qualified.
all the way up.
Yeah.
She's qualified. She's educated. This is not a affirmative action move.
Yeah,
She
she's
did
really
what she had to
quiet.
do to get there. So I will say that it's not about for me. It's not about her being a woman.
It
It ain't about her being black. You know what
It's
I'm
about her
saying?
being qualified.
What she did
Yeah.
to get up in
and
there.
being
So,
better than Trump.
Period. She
so you
earned
want to
it.
close us out with a message to her?
Oh
Or
God.
encourage people to go out and
You know what?
couple
You're
days
fired.
left. A couple days
Yeah.
left.
You're
Well,
fired.
thank you. I do want to say thank you guys for having me, and I love your podcast. This is really nice.
We
I-
appreciate you coming.
I am. I was shy when we first started, but anyway, I'm kind of over it. But this was a good conversation. It was needed. I hope everybody go out and vote, whether you vote for Kamala or not. Just go and vote. Vote for your own interest. You know what mine are. If they don't align, we might not align with everything, but the best person to vote for this country that should be in charge, that has integrity, that's gonna hold democracy, is Kamala Harris. There's no other choice.
And
for-
Measure E.
Yes.
Measure E.
Yeah.
So y'all having to
For our
work for y'all
firefighters.
mail-in ballots, and y'all
Yes.
better get to the polls if y'all not.
Please
filling
just do it
in.
this weekend.
You
Do
wanna
it
be
now.
there,
Don't
yeah,
wait.
but I'm just
Because
saying
you know they're
it
gonna
has to be there
swear,
by the 12th.
Yeah.
but they're playing.
And you have to
You know
go
what
to
I
the
mean?
polls if not by the
Mhm.
5th.
And can we agree that some people do stuff that's stupid and dumb?
Okay, yeah, we agree. I
Okay,
agree.
thank you. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
And she was like, hold the fuck
Till
up.
next time. Oh, you want to
Now
say
so
something?
reckless.
Okay,
No,
now
no,
so
I was like,
reckless.
oh my God. Yeah, you good. Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah.
Can you
Oh, that
stop
was
it?
fun. Thank you for that. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my